It's our best-selling serum. Harper's Bazaar awarded it Best Brightening Serum in 2020, and it's garnered over 500 five-star reviews in its short time on the market. I'm talking about Flawless Brightly Serum. What exactly makes it so special? Let's go deep with Brightly. So when I talk about Flawless Brightly Serum and all the benefits it can offer, I think it can actually be quite difficult to believe that one product can do so much. It really is a product where you need to try it to see and believe the results that can be achieved. But in the serums, I've really tried to pack as much action into them. I did chemistry and pharmacology as part of my degree at Cambridge, and I've been obsessed with the way drugs act on the skin since I became a doctor. And skincare has really allowed me to push that passion for chemistry and synergy when it comes to skincare ingredients into formulations that can really help you achieve a true skin transformation. So I just want to share with you the journey, because it really was a journey. It was 3 years and 34, count them, iterations to getting the formula just so. It wasn't just about, of course, getting the active ingredients into the serum, because it's a daytime serum, it also had to be elegant and apply easily and without complication, because it's part of your morning routine. And of course, the morning is the time when we cannot afford anything to go wrong. The routine must flow seamlessly. You must be able to layer it with your moisturizer, your SPF, and any makeup you're wearing in order for it to actually work for you, never mind the results. So to understand more about this game-changing serum, I really have to take you right back to the beginning of the whole development of Dr. Sam's range, because it's been in the roadmap from the very beginning. So the cleanser launched in 2018, so the serum for the morning was well underway at that point in time. But I knew, because it was based on the way I practice every day in the clinic, that it had to really deliver on a number of different kind of complaint issues. So breakouts, anti-aging, brightening, calming, all of those things I wanted to pack into this one formula. Now, in the clinic, I have multiple different agents to use at prescription level. So the real challenge was, how do I get that much action into one product so that it can multitask and serve people with all different complaints and meet their needs? So people who are prone to breakouts and redness and pigmentation and just generally want their skin to look better. How can I get all that into one product? So it sounds almost too hard to achieve, right? But I knew that azelaic acid, you guys know this, my acid with extra, it's the one that I love, I'm passionate about, I feel strongly about, and I've used personally in my skincare routine every day, probably for the last 10 years. I knew that that was going to underpin the success of this serum. But I also know from other products that I've looked at and reviewed over the years how challenging it is to formulate with. So I sat down with my chemist right back at the beginning and said, how are we going to find a way to maximize the amount of azelaic acid in this product? We know that 15 to 20% is prescription only. Let's aim for 10. We want at least 5, but let's aim for 10. What can we formulate that with that is going to sit well in solution with the azelaic acid? And we looked at lots of different ingredients, but in the end, I kind of drew up a short list and said, I want niacinamide in there, I want bakuchiol in there, and I want a vitamin C derivative in there, because we know that L-ascorbic acid won't sit well with all those other active ingredients, but the esters do. So we decided ascorbyl glucoside was promising, it has good data, it's just one hydrolysis step away from being L-ascorbic acid in the skin. What if we put all 4 of those actives together? What magic could we achieve? So this combination, those 4 ingredients together, have a myriad of benefits, but the key thing is the brightening power. Azelaic acid alone at 10% is magic when it comes to brightening the skin, because it reduces redness, it improves texture, it improves pigmentation, unblocks pores. But then you add in niacinamide at 5% strength, which is my target, Again, you've got barrier boosting, so that's better hydration. You've got calming of blemishes. You've got unclogging of pores. You've got reduction of pigmentation. Those two ingredients together alone are super synergistic and work really well on all of the complaints I was looking to target, and they're both really brightening. Add in a little bit of ascorbyl glucoside with its antioxidant power, tends to reduce pigmentation as well. And then you add in bakuchiol at 1%. Now we know that 0.5% bakuchiol used twice a day is probably as effective as 0.5% retinol, but of course you can only use retinol at night. So bakuchiol is our retinoid looky-likey that has all those benefits, plus it's great in blemish-prone skin, and we're using it at the higher percentage of 1% than we know works well at the 0.5% strength. So really a special formula, one that doesn't exist on the market currently. And I was really excited about putting all of these ingredients together in one serum. But the challenge didn't stop there because, as I said, it's one thing to have great ingredients, but to put them into a formula that applies beautifully, that is absorbed in a second so it doesn't slow you down, and then layers well so that your moisturizer and your sunscreen and your foundation all apply smoothly, that again was a huge challenge and probably is the main reason it took us 34 goes to get it right. But I was determined it wouldn't work unless it applied well. And in developing it, perhaps quite selfishly, I was developing a product that really meets my own needs. I mean, previously I would have used either Finacea or Skinner on prescription, but like many people, they don't apply brilliantly. There's a texture issue, and sometimes it can look quite filmy on the skin, which, as I said before, is so important in the morning routine. The layers must go on seamlessly. It doesn't matter how active they are. And because I'm always using a retinoid at night, it doesn't make any sense for me to use it at a different time of the day. So the texture is important. And then all those active ingredients, 10% azelaic acid seems to do as much for my skin as 15% ever did. But the additional benefits of those skin soothing ingredients really mean that it's a very balanced product. It produces very little irritation, even on sensitive skin, and is really excellent for my skin concerns where I'm blemish prone, redness prone, the joys of Irishness, and obviously concerned about the signs of aging. So it really does tick all my boxes. But we got there. I mean, it was quite tiring, I'm not gonna lie, but I really do feel that we developed a one-of-a-kind product. It's truly unique and it really delivers. And when I read your testimonials, guys, or you send me a DM saying how the products are changing your skin and changing your life to some extent, that gives me the best feeling. It's why I'm motivated to do what I do. It's why we release so few products, because each one needs to be cult product worthy in its own right, and it needs to come together as part of the system. There's a real plan for the skincare range, for what I want for you guys in terms of what the products deliver. We're just getting started, but I think if you're looking for a brightening serum to help with a tendency to blemishes, redness, pigmentation, or just to amp up your glow, I hope you'll find that Flawless Brightly Serum really is an amazing product and you enjoy using it. Bye for now.